Hi guys, welcome again to my channel. So for today's video, we'll be making another video which entitled as Lesson 2 Audio Visual Media. So we will learn how important is audio visual media in today's time for our generation, and then we will learn the steps, the processes, and the way and the task how to learn and what are the parts of an audio visual media. So before that, let's go to our intro. So again, we have our title, which is Lesson 2 Audiovisual Media. Next is table of contents of the audiovisual media, and here we will find out the introduction, definition of concepts, functions of audiovisual material, types of audiovisual material, guidelines for audiovisual material in learning and teaching, uses of audiovisual material, and advantages of audiovisual material in teaching. So next is conclusion and references. And then next, we have our introduction. Audiovisual materials are the most complete resources for teachers. They enhance the learning experience of students and teachers. And then next is the definition of concepts. So in the definition of concepts, we have audio material. So audio material is the tools to convey information through sound, as from the word audio. And then next is visual material, tools to convey information through sight, from the word visual. So next is another definition of concept is audiovisual material is a combination of both sight and sound to convey information. So audio refers to sounds reproduced by a computer or any other devices able to play it. So next, another definition of concept, which is video, electronic medium for recording, copying, and broadcasting of moving visual images. And the next is functions of audiovisual materials. Functions of audiovisual materials is first, teaching music literature, science, and documentation activities. Second, teaching language and other context areas. Third, to foster oral communication. The another is to motivate interpretations, to make use of sketches and broadcasts. And the next is type of audiovisual materials. First is audio, second is recordings. These may come in cassettes or CDs. And then third, radio broadcast. Transmission of radio programs can be live or taped. And the next type of audiovisual materials. First is visual media. Second is bulletin boards. And a bulletin board is a form to display information on a board. Second is posters. A poster is a form of displaying information using text and pictures. So next is audiovisual media. Next is motion picture videos. Videos of sound mixed with motion images. Next is films. Large sequences of animation, scenes, and sounds. Next is guidelines for audiovisual materials in learning and teaching. First is images should be small as possible. Next is always provide alternative content. And the next is check copyright. And the next is use MP4 format, a size of 640 times 400 and a speed of 500 kbps. And the next guidelines for audiovisual materials in learning and teaching is provide transcripts for audio and video files, save audio files in mono format. Next is uses of audiovisual materials, stimulate interest and emphasize, promote efficiency, and lastly is clarify subject matter topics. So, advantages of using audiovisual materials in teaching. Provide diverse teaching techniques for learning. Simplify and clarify complex topics. Allow students to learn at their pace. Next is can be reused. Reduce the quantity of asked questions. Next is disadvantages of using audiovisual materials in teaching. So first, requires correct use. Not all concepts can be taught. Should include only images and fit for boards. And lastly, next is might not guarantee learning. So next is to prepare it good pronunciation is needed. Next is it can be difficult to understand for children. Next is a good internet speed is required. And next is the proper equipment is needed. So next is ways to use audio to support learning. So first is unit podcasts example. Weekly updates of teaching on material and current situations. Live online discussions between two or more people. Next is interviews with subject matter experts. This can be used as core or support for lessons. Next is student-generated recordings, used as part of a learning activity or to record evidence. Next is to summarize, to illustrate performance and music, to show practical activities example, melting metal. Next is 3 steps in producing audio visuals. So first is planning, the most critical aspect of producing. It requires purpose why, brainstorming how, and preparation. So the second step is production. So production is where the shooting or recording stage. And then the third step is publishing, referred to as a post-production and requires a so, next is programs to create, edit, and publish videos. So first, to create Audacity to record and arrange videos, GarageBand to create and edit sounds, Windows Media to record and edit video. So, next is to edit Windows Movie Maker, free use to edit, Virtual DJ, free use to edit sounds and video, QuickTime Pro, video editing software. Next is to publish, used to web accessing to YouTube and others. Next is the audiovisual samples for elementary school children. These are the sites. First is BBC and its link, and it's the voiceamerica.com and the link also, and the Storynory and the link also. The next is conclusion. To conclude that the teacher must educate themselves in the new tools to enrich the learning process of their students. Thus, the use of audiovisual material should be encouraged to enhance what we learn and teach. And then the references are blogspot.com 2016, Dikiniadaw 2016, Monoresidu 2016, SlideShareNet 2016, Carletunidu 2016, and Bibicok 2016. And lastly is the Storynory.com 2016 and the VoiceAmerica.com. That's all for my video. I hope you like my video and you learned something. And I hope you subscribe. Please subscribe, like, and share. And thank you. Peace out.